Today is our big Saturday, our annual spring planting. Along with our partners here, we're growing produce and vegetables and fruits that will help to address and mitigate some of the food insecurity that we see is persistent and rampant in many parts of our community.
Pour this libation to Marcus Garvey and his vision of Africa, Ashe.
Ashe.
Pour this libation to Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Sekou Touré, and all those who fought against colonialism, Ashe.
Ashe.
Pour this libation to Ella Baker, Martin Luther and Coretta Scott King, Rosa and Raymond Parks, Fannie Lou Hamer, and all those who fought to end American apartheid, Ashe.
Ashe. Our ultimate goal in Wheelhouse is mentorship. We draw on some time-honored African-centered traditions to teach them and to model for them appropriate behavior, appropriate decision-making, and to help in their overall total development. Fundamentally, it is to teach them what manhood is and what it's not, and how ultimately it is responsive to the needs and interests of the community. Principally, it is the providing, protecting, and the development of yourself and the community. And we've linked agriculture and farming to going beyond just mere talk, but to solving a pressing problem that exists. This is a inspiration, a beacon of hope for many of our people who are looking for countervailing images we're inundated with negative images of black males merely being predators and purveyors of violence and irresponsibility. And so this is an opportunity to not only get great production, but to work with young men side by side, but also to address a serious problem, which is African Americans needing to reclaim most of their systems, their economic systems, their food systems, and not have the level of dependency that we see that is so alarming. I think it's been particularly transformative, particularly because we're able to have them look in agriculture, farming in a pre-colonial context too, and not just look at it from 1619 with the enslavement, but to look at it in terms of the role regarding self-sufficiency, regarding regenerative agricultural sustainable practices. So we've traveled around the world to look at other systems. In Cuba and Ghana, and we're going to go to Egypt and study the Nile and bring those experiences and techniques. Who's been growing for thousands of years? You know, we're still juveniles, you know, and so we can learn from these old ancient civilizations about agriculture and to not only address chronic disease, but also to engage these young black boys to be purveyors of healing and to be thought leaders, to be problem solvers, and not just relegated to being the images that we see inundated in the community.